In the vast African savanna, where the horizon fades into waves of golden grass, the sun rises slowly, tinting the sky in shades of orange and pink. The cool air carries the song of weaver birds and the constant whisper of wind through the scattered baobab trees. It is in this setting that the village of the Guardians of Elara stands, a secluded community composed exclusively of women, except for one single man. The village follows a classic circular layout, common in many traditional savanna societies. 20 round huts arranged in a perfect ring around a central open space. Each hut is circular, with walls made of sun-dried mud mixed with dung and plant fibers, reinforced by acacia poles. The thick, conical thatched roof slopes almost to the ground, shielding the interior from the harsh sun and seasonal rains. This circular form is not mere architectural convenience. It reflects a profound philosophy: unity, continuity, and collective protection. There are no sharp corners or abrupt divisions. Everything flows in curves, like the cycle of life and the seasons. The outer walls display ancestral paintings in tones of red ochre, burnt earth, and white limestone. Motifs of roaring lions guard the entrances, symbolizing feminine strength and vigilance. Stylized flowers and spirals represent fertility and renewal. These decorations are not merely ornamental, they are living inscriptions of the collective memory, renewed each season by the builders themselves. At the heart of the village burns the eternal fire, a circle of stones where the flames never die. It represents the unity of the tribe, the ancestral mother who warms, cooks, and illuminates. Around it, the women begin their day. With the first ray of sunlight, groups organize with ritual precision. 10 hunters, experienced adult women, prepare to depart. They wear cured antelope and gazelle skins fitted to the body with leather straps. Necklaces of colorful beads, red from seeds, blue from distant river shells, hang around their necks and wrists. They carry long-shafted spears tipped with hand-forged iron points, flexible wooden bows, and quivers of arrows poisoned with plant extracts. They leave in silent single file, moving with the predatory grace of the lionesses they so deeply revere. At the same time, about 20 women head to the cultivation fields near the seasonal river. They carry wooden hoes with bone handles, gourds filled with seeds of pearl millet, cassava, cowpeas, and pumpkin. Planting follows techniques adapted to the semi-arid soil: crop rotation, intercropping, and the use of fire ashes as natural fertilizer. They work to rhythmic chants, singing ancestral songs in their own language, melodies that invoke Mother Earth, asking for generous rains and abundant harvests. These songs transmit knowledge: when to sow, how to identify pests, which herbs heal wounds or fevers. Meanwhile, in a peripheral and slightly isolated area of the village lives Kofi, the only man in the community. He tends a herd of about 50 lean goats, a breed adapted to the dry savanna. His work is essential but strictly delimited: milking, herding, protecting against predators, and providing milk, cheese, and occasional meat to the tribe. His body bears ritual initiation scars, geometric lines cut into young skin and rubbed with ashes. He wears only a simple leather loincloth. He speaks little to humans. He murmurs to the goats, treating them as constant companions in his solitary existence. The society of the Guardians of Elara is matriarchal at its core. There is no rigid hierarchy or absolute chief. Decisions emerge in collective councils around the fire, where every adult woman has a voice. Amani, a middle-aged woman marked by years of hunting and childbirth, acts as the facilitator of these debates. Her experience in hunting and leadership makes her respected, but never authoritarian. Men are absent by tradition. The founding legend recounts that in ancient times, the presence of multiple men brought discord, jealousy, and conflict. Thus, only one guardian of the seeds is kept, ritually selected and used exclusively for procreation. Any boy born is sent away, still an infant, to neighboring patriarchal tribes in exchange for goods or alliances, a mechanism that preserves demographic and cultural balance. Throughout the day, culture reveals itself in everyday details. The elder women teach the younger ones around the fire which roots are edible, how to track wounded animals, how to prepare remedies from bark and leaves. Stories are told orally, tales of heroines who defeated droughts, lions, and invaders, There is no writing. Collective memory is the living archive of the tribe. Here in the central hut of the Guardians of Elara, the ritual heart of the village pulses beneath the Savanna night. This structure, larger than the others, built with reinforced mud and dense thatch, houses on its inner walls a gallery of ancestral fertility masks. Carved from dark wood, they display female figures with prominent bellies, full breasts, and exaggerated features that celebrate the power of generation, symbols that the women touch as they pass, murmuring silent prayers to Mother Earth. The light comes only from small candles made of beeswax, harvested from wild hives near the river. They flicker, casting dancing shadows across the masks and the packed earth floor, creating an atmosphere at once intimate and solemn. Zuri, a young woman of 20 cycles, has been chosen for the monthly ritual. She enters barefoot, her body already anointed with shea butter oils, her eyes lowered, revealing a mixture of duty and unease. Nala, the eldest shaman, her skin marked by time and countless suns, guides her with experienced hands. With a thin stick dipped in fresh henna, Nala traces sacred symbols across Zuri's belly and breasts, spirals representing the cycle of life, interlaced lines evoking the union of women, and dots invoking protection against wandering spirits.
My child, the winds of change are
Nala's voice cuts through the silence, low but firm, like someone reciting an ancient law. Remember, daughter, the seed guardian is merely the link to the future, never its owner. He delivers daughters to strengthen the tribe, to carry our strength forward. If the child is a boy, he will be taken to the lions of the east, to the tribes of men. So it was decided, so it shall be maintained. Zuri hesitates, her quickened breathing betraying the inner conflict. But why, Mother Nala? Why can't we have more like him here? The Savanna is vast. There is room for all. Nala pauses the brush for a moment, her eyes fixed on the young woman's. Because balance is our supreme law. One man is enough to renew the blood. More would bring discord, jealousy, struggles for power, evils our ancestors witnessed during the Great Drought, when men divided the waters and the lands. We learn from hunger. True strength is born from the union among us, not from dependence on a single one. Outside, the distant sound of drums begins, a slow, hypnotic rhythm accompanied by women's voices, chanting in deep tones, invoking the female spirits of the Savanna. The guardians bring Kofi, the seed guardian. His eyes are blindfolded with a strip of ochre-dyed leather. His wrists unbound, but his steps obedient. He is led to the center of the hut without a word. The act that follows is devoid of passion or tenderness. It is a ritualistic, clinical procedure, carried out with the precision of someone fulfilling a collective duty. There are no unnecessary caresses, no lingering gazes. Kofi is a living instrument, sacred yet separate, used and soon after removed by the same guardians who brought him. He returns to his goat enclosure, to the isolation that tradition imposes upon him. Zuri remains lying down for a few moments, her hand resting on her belly still marked with fresh henna. Her gaze loses itself in the shadows of the masks. There is a hint of doubt in her eyes, perhaps the first sign of questioning that may one day shake the foundations of this ancient order. As the drums continue outside, echoing across the dark Savanna, the women of the tribe reaffirm their deepest belief. True strength does not lie in the presence of many men, but in the unbreakable union among themselves. Here, in the central hut, under the faint light of the candles, the cycle of life is renewed, not through love, but through survival, balance, and ancestral memory.